So, the keto experiment is complete.
Losing weight, it's not just a physical thing. It's here and it's here. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up. If you guys have been following our last few videos, you'll know that Kyle and I, yep, we finally did it. We tried keto. We did it for 7 days. We decided to do it for a short period of time, and we did it for several reasons. First of all, we get a lot of questions and comments asking us what our opinion is on keto. Have we done it before? And we have done our own version, but we've never actually gone full keto. So we wanted to do that, one, for you guys, and two, for ourselves. We wanted to be able to help you more, to give you our full experience of it, and we were also curious. We wanted to try it with an open mind. We also thought it would be kind of a cool detox because we've been dieting very similarly, eating very similar foods for a long time. So we thought getting rid of carbs completely would allow our bodies to absorb them a lot better when we started back eating carbs again. And we decided to do it hardcore too. We did no caffeine, no carbs, no sweeteners, no diet pop, Zippo.
No gum.
No gum. Nothing.
Zippo.
Zippo. It was a great journey for the 7 days. It was really cool. Positives, we have actually quite a few positives. The meal prep was super easy. And we decided not to measure for the first time. Kyle and I have been portioning our food for 6 years now.
That alone in itself was a nice vacation.
Now, if you watch our keto full day of eating video, you'll see that we sort of go by a guideline, but it's a lot more free than how we normally eat. It was cool to just put butter on my vegetables and not measure it out. Just go, yeah, I think that's enough. Throw cheese into my eggs and not even measure at all. And the food was awesome. We got to eat bacon, eggs, butter, dip with our vegetables, full fat dip, sausages. Who can complain there? The food was awesome. I looked forward to the meals. The really cool thing is that now that keto's getting pretty popular, there are a lot of choices at the grocery store that we had never noticed before that have no carbs and no sugar. We were able to go to the store and look in the natural meat section, and we found pre-made sausages, frozen burgers, all with no carbs and no sugar that were pretty clean.
Lunch meat too was a huge surprise.
Yeah.
How far along the lunch meat aisle has come.
Yeah.
Back in the day, every single one of them used to be filled with fillers or, lots of chemicals, but now there's a big push to have everything natural. So
it helps.
Look, if you check your ingredients, you guys will find, if you're wanting to try keto or whatever, you're going to find lots of options, which is really cool.
We found the natural and organic sections at the grocery store carried the most bang for your buck, meaning no fillers, like Kyle said, and no carbs and sugar. We even found a Caesar dressing that had no carbs and no sugar, which was really hard to find at first, but we found it. The one thing we did get is the keto flu, which I think everyone experiences. We experienced it for 2 days, pretty hard, I guess you would say. And then the third day, it was like semi there. What we experienced, our symptoms were migraines, sluggishness, some bloating.
Foggy head.
But what we did to fix that was we did a lot of resting. We chose not to go to the gym, but just do cardio during this week of keto. We actually, Kyle, Google Master, found a cool recipe for electrolytes to help with headaches and things like that.
It's very simple. You do a bottle of water, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a full teaspoon of the no salt for your potassium, and then I think it was a half a teaspoon of sea salt.
Yeah. And Okay, at first you're gonna drink it and go, this is really weird. But I actually, and Kyle's gonna look at me funny, but I actually started liking to drink it by the end.
I always look at you funny.
But I started liking it, and I found it really did help. Oh, the other thing we got was dry mouth, and I found that drink really helped me with dry mouth. The other thing that we did was we started drinking chicken broth.
Chicken broth, we found some organic chicken broth. That's a must if you're doing keto,
That really
especially
helped.
in the first week.
We found one, it was an organic one at Walmart. I don't know if you'll get it in the States, but check it out. It had no carbs and no sugar. And we were having a really hard time finding a chicken broth.
And tons of sodium, which you need, because if you're not aware, when you're doing low carb or no carb like keto, your body flushes water very fast. It doesn't hold on to any. So it flushes the salt, it flushes your potassium right out of you. So anything you're drinking, like water-wise, is just going to flush out those minerals. So you need to add more.
Exactly. And we also, to help with the keto flu stuff, salted our food more and made sure we had a lot of fat in our diet. And those all seemed to help. We learned a lot about ourselves. We also decided to throw in intermittent fasting in there because we also get questions about that. And we thought, you know what? We kept telling ourselves in our head there's no way we could go, a number of hours without fasting. We did 18 hours fasting and then we ate. Kyle did it for 3 days and I did it for 2. And, it was a cool experience. We learned a lot. I learned that I can go longer without eating than I thought. I always get nervous that I'm going to get sick or pass out if I don't eat super often. It was a great journey. And we learned that if we're curious about something, to try it. If you're scared to do something, do it, because it's not as scary as you think. We found out that we were a lot stronger physically and emotionally and mentally than we thought. Would we try it again? I think I would down the road for short periods of time. What I do, we can definitely see how and why people do keto, why they like it, why it works for a lot of people. And if you're curious about it, it's definitely worth a shot. It was worth a shot for us. We may do it again at some point for another detox or just to change up what we're eating to shock our bodies into, moving again in weight or whatever our goal is at the time.
We found also a lot of mental clarity.
Yes.
Going through that intermittent fasting and keto journey for the week, and it really helps get your mind right because you really don't get cravings for food. You're not really thinking about food too much when you're on keto.
Sorry to interrupt you. I got excited there. I forgot to say a big thing. We had no cravings for carbs at all. No cravings for any sort of sweet or salty or any really food like that. We were just looking forward to the food we were eating on keto. We did find our metabolisms weren't as speedy as they are when we eat carbs, but I think that's why you stop getting cravings. So it kind of works.
And our energy was pretty low at the start of the week, but it did get a little better.
It picked up.
Still not as high energy as if when we're eating balanced, with carbs, but
it did. The last few days were much better than the first few days. And I think, and we talked about if you continue on, it would probably get better and better, but we only did it for a week. So that's why our first few days were sluggish and the last few were a bit better. For our goals personally right now, we're looking to build more muscle. And so keto doesn't work for us because we find for our bodies, we need carbs to build muscle and to keep our energy up for the gym and things like that.
Our training style too
is intense.
It's pretty intense, and I definitely wouldn't have had the energy to go do that, a long, hard session in the gym.
No, me neither.
So, yeah. And we found digestion was an issue as well on keto, whereas
just bloating.
Our body functions work better on a balanced diet with carbs.
Yes, I did find personally that I was a bit bloated doing keto, but that could just be me. I find that my body tends to lean out more, work better with eating a more balanced diet, but everybody's body is different. And if you're curious about any of those, intermittent fasting or keto, give it a shot if you think it's going to help you. Or if there's anything, not even diet related, that you're not sure of, scared of. Kyle and I were nervous about doing it, but we wanted to challenge ourselves this year. And so we thought, you know what? We want to be able to help you out better and talk to you more with an open mind of what our experience was when you ask us questions. We also wanted to challenge ourselves and see what works for us. So if you're thinking of doing something and it's a healthy something that you think is going to help you, go for it. You know, and we can now talk to you about keto when you ask us. So we hope you guys enjoyed the videos. If you haven't seen them, go check it out. We share our whole keto experience with you. And one thing I want to say is, if you guys have questions or you want to interact with us regularly and you haven't followed us on Instagram yet, which is at the Collets, go and give us a follow, because we do Q&As in our stories there. Sometimes we go live and we interact. We're able to interact a lot more easily with you through Instagram.
We can answer your questions right on the fly.
A lot quicker.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to just get into Instagram and do it. So if you want some more interaction, if you're struggling, you want some support, some advice, check it out. Check out our stories on Instagram, because we're often randomly posting Q&As where you can ask us anything you want. So thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Or what?
Or what?
Surfing weirdo of the day.
That's surfing. Okay.
That's why it's the surfing weirdo.
You learn something new every day.
Thanks for watching.
Peace out, guys. Oh my.
See ya. Bye, guys.